loves, it's Sam. I'm going to do my Sunday Sizzles and Fizzles today. I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving and a great weekend. So I have a couple of new things that I wanted to share today. The first thing that I've been loving, and I got this from, where did I get this from? Oh, TJ Maxx. Me and my sister got the same one. And it was only $4. It's the, I don't know if you say it Gilly Hicks or Gilly Hicks, but it's Gilly Hicks Sydney or Gilly Hicks Sydney Calla Bluff Body Mist. This smells so good. I don't know exactly what the scent is, but let me just spray it on myself. Oh, it's like sweet candy fruit or something. I don't know. It smells so good. And it reminds me of, like, you know those, what were they called? I used to use them all the time in middle school. Hidden Fantasy body sprays. That's what it reminds me of. So it kind of like brings me back to my childhood or teenhood. And I got so much in my mouth right now. Ugh. It smells so good. But not when you eat it. Okay, now I'm like claustrophobic and spray. I have a bubble of spray on me. I'm just gonna waft it. Okay, that's better. So I absolutely love that, just not in my mouth. The next thing is another spray, and this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, Long Lasting. Now, I've had this for a while, but I was using up my regular Scandinavia one. I had a second one that I was using up, and I just started using this one for about maybe a week or so now, 2 weeks, and I really, really like it. You just spray it. It's by Scandinavia, actually, but it's for Urban Decay, and it's basically like a hairspray for your face. It just sets your makeup... Oh, I just lost my earring. What the heck? I'm just having all sorts of issues today. Oh, don't mind my hand. It's orange. And it's got foundation on it. That's why it looks all wonky. You basically just spray it on your face after you put your makeup on, and it just helps your makeup stay all day long. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. Voila! That's all you do. It's so easy. And it doesn't bother your skin. It doesn't have a funny smell. It doesn't like irritate you or anything like that. It's very gentle. It does make your bangs go a little bit wonky if they get too much, but it's really, really great, and I really do notice a difference. I think that it actually does help my makeup stay better versus the day that I don't spray it, so I definitely recommend that. The next thing I got so many compliments on when I wore is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Venom. And this is what it looks like. I am wearing it today, and it's basically a beautiful cranberry. It actually matches my necklace. It is the perfect color for fall and winter. I don't know why I didn't start using this earlier. It's just so... Oh, I just absolutely love it. These are my favorite lip liners. They glide on like butter. They're so creamy. They last really, really well. They last all day. They don't dry your lips out. They just glide on so much better than MAC lip liners. They're seriously my favorite lip liners ever. If I had to like pick one liner to use for the rest of my life, these ones would be it. I just absolutely love them, and this color is just so great. Okay, the next thing is something that I've actually had for a super duper long time, but as you guys know, a couple weeks ago or even last week, I was breaking out super duper bad. Luckily, I've gotten it under control again, but it was really, really bad there for a little bit. And it was stressing me out, you know? It's like there's nothing worse than having clear skin for so long and then all of a sudden it's like, bam, hey, zit face. So I was really having to cover them up, like, rather than, you know, my normal routine, I had to go a little bit extra further. Extra further? No, that doesn't make sense. I had to go a little bit extra... I can't even talk right now. But anyway, I had to do a little bit more coverage. So I put my whole foundation on, and then over the, you know, delightful volcanoes on my face, I went over with my Makeup Forever Professional. This is what I used to use back in the day when I did have really bad acne. And it's a concealer palette. It's got the green to reduce redness, and then it's got your 4 different shades of concealer. And these are really great. They're a very nice creamy texture. So if you get like a small little brush, I don't know where my brush is actually, the kids have been playing in here. Well, if you get like a really small, like thin, almost like a liner brush, and then pat these over the heads of, that sounds so gross, I'm so sorry, over your, you know, acne or whatever, it really helps to cover up, and it stays really, really well because it is that kind of thicker, creamier texture, and it doesn't irritate my skin any more than, you know, to make them worse. So I really recommend that if you are someone who does suffer from the occasional breakout, or really bad acne, that does cover really, really well if you get that brush. And I'm so sorry I can't find it, but it's just like a really small little fine tip brush. Okay, the next thing that I've been super loving, and I'm wearing it today, is the Makeup Geek Poison Gel Liner, and I have it on underneath my shadow today. This is intense. It looks really kind of like a dark burgundy in the pot, but then when you put it on and you put it on your lid, it's like almost like a bright red. It is crazy pigmented. I mean, you barely need anything and it's like bam. It looks like a lip stain almost. But it's for your eyes. I used it today as my makeup base, and then I put a couple of different colors over. If you're someone who has blue eyes or green eyes and you want them to like really stand out, this is a perfect color for you. You don't need very much at all. Use the tiniest amount, blend it out with your finger, and then apply like a brown or a bronze or whatever color you want over. But if you put brown over, it's still going to have that red peek through, and it just makes your blue eyes really stand out. I just got some new colors from the Makeup Geek to switch out the ones that I didn't care for particularly. So the ones that I got were, and I'm wearing all of these that I'm going to show you today, is the Cosmopolitan. It's kind of like a peachy pinky copper, if you can tell there. Sorry, it's like such a funny glare. But it's really, really shimmery. It's so beautiful. I have it on my lid all over. The other color that I love is the Glamorous, which is a gorgeous gold, and it's kind of like a really it's kind of like a really warm, almost orangey gold. It's so pretty. I absolutely love it. Like almost like a burnt mustardy gold. I have that on the inner corner. And then the other color that I got was Cocoa Bear. And this is what I have in my outer corner. Absolutely love this. This is matte. The other two were, Shimmer. But it's just like a really warm matte brown. It's beautiful for blending or for the outer V. It's just a really pretty, especially for the fall and for the winter. I think it's a really nice, I don't know, I just absolutely love this color. It's so pretty, but there they are. So that's the Cocoa Bear, Cosmopolitan, and the Glamorous. So I just love these Makeup Geek shadows. I know I've talked about them a lot, but I really do love them so very much, and they're so affordable. And especially with like Christmas coming up, I think they'd be great gifts, especially with this like Z palette, to give to people if you don't have like a huge budget. The next favorite I have, I've been using my Dazzleglass from MAC a lot more. The one I'm wearing today is Steppin Out, and I have it over that lip liner from Urban Decay. You know, they are very sticky, they're quite thick, but they just give the lips such a beautiful sheen like no other lip gloss that you can find, I think at least. They have so much sparkle in them. They just, I mean, you can see, like, no matter how I turn, they catch the light so beautifully. I wore Funtabulous the other day with this lip gloss, or with this lip liner. It was beautiful. So if you haven't tried Dazzleglass, now if you're someone who doesn't like sticky, don't do it. But if you do like good, thick, shiny delightfulness, definitely try them. They're beautiful. For a drugstore highlight, this is the new Justin Bieber palette, or Justin Bieber has like a little essence deal, and it's the Essence Beauty Beats Shimmer Powder. For beauty and the beat. Is that how it goes? I don't know. But it's got swag. It says swag all over. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is a really nice highlight for super affordable. I think it was like $2.99 or something. And I have it on today. There really aren't that many great highlights out at the drugstore, or at least ones that I found. And so for the price of this, $3, I was really impressed with it. It's beautiful. It gives a nice kind of highlight to the face. It's not too powdery. It's not too like cool or too warm. It's just kind of like a nice, I suppose it's on the cooler tone, but it's not too cold where you look icy. I'll swatch it on my hand for you so you guys can see. But it's really a beautiful, beautiful highlight. And for the price, it's like so great. So I definitely recommend that. Plus it's a big size. Go Bieber. And then I have one Fizzle, and you know, it's okay. It's okay, but it's not like my favorite. And that's why I'm just including it as a Fizzle, because I don't know, I just feel like it's not very pigmented. I'll tell you what it is first. It's the Maybelline blush in limited edition Pink Weave. And when I saw it, I was like, oh cool, this is going to be so pretty. It's because it's got a lot of like gold shimmers, and it looks like it's going to be super duper beautiful. But it just, I am wearing it today, so it's a nice, very subtle blush. I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not gonna, if you're someone who has a little bit more of a tan than me, or, you know, a darker skin tone, it's not really going to show up on you. So it's definitely for the more fair. It's just not very pigmented. You have to use a lot to get what I'm wearing right now. And although it is nice, like as a finished look, like, oh, okay, it looks nice, it's subtle, it's beautiful, it's, you know, giving me a nice rosy cheek. It's just the color payoff when you know, you really have to work at it. It's just, I don't know, it's just not the most pigmented thing in the world. It's a little bit chalky. It's okay. I definitely wouldn't be like super excited to go and buy it again, but it still works. If you are someone who can't afford like super high-end blushes, it still is nice. It's just, I don't know. It's okay. It's not my most favorite in the world. So that's everything. Be sure to go and check out my Sunday home edition, or I can't even talk. Sunday Sizzles and Fizzles home edition. That's where I have more food and kind of home things. Definitely go and check that out, and I will see you in my next video. It's a little bit holiday this week, so, or next week I should say. So be prepared to get your ears, your reindeer ears on with me, or your Santa hat. Okay, bye!